Do you know what it's like to have your confidence in people shaken by how someone, even someone close to you, blindsided you with bad behavior? In a way that makes you feel skeptical of any other person's intentions, even those that had nothing to do with the events of your past. You may not know that this still affects you when selling, leading others, parenting, and even the quality of your marriage. The people you employ may bring with them low levels of trust toward others or authority figures simply because of how they were treated at home, or because they were the child of a divorce, the spouse of a dishonest partner, or an employee of a manipulative manager at a previous company. Yet there are some people who have never had a situation where someone misled them or hurt them, or they mentally process the experience as a one-off and unusual event, one that they will most likely never experience again. It's not a genetic trait. Believing in others is an embedded one, grafted into your psyche from the past and affecting your behaviors now and in the future. We can either be Pollyanna-like and think that people will always do what they say, or we can ever be skeptical and never trusting. Ronald Reagan once said to Mikhail Gorbachev about a nuclear treaty, "Trust, but verify." And that just about sums it up as an outstanding leader with this trait, right in the middle: trust, but verify. Welcome to our channel and the 8th of 9 episodes covering key traits that drive top-performing sales professionals. Today we're focusing on a salesperson's level of belief that they have in others and how it impacts their sales performance, their leadership, and their relationships. As defined in the CTS sales profile, this trait measures a salesperson's trust or their skepticism. High scorers believe good things will happen because people will respond in a real and authentic way. Because of this trait, reps tend to see everyone as a potential prospect and have no problem asking for referrals. On the other hand, low scores judge someone quickly if things aren't going well, and they may stop pursuing a prospect and a sale. Their low belief in others can also lead them to be rigid, formal, and always distrusting, even toward those who lead them. One research study found that salespeople who do believe in others and then tend to have stronger relationships with their sales managers often have better overall sales performance. Now let's look at the effects on the sales process. When prospecting and setting appointments, reps who believe people will positively respond to them are more likely to approach potential clients with a genuine desire to help them. This makes it easier for them to set appointments and establish rapport with them. Then in the needs discovery stage, belief in others can empower salespeople to ask sensitive questions and delve deeper into the client's concerns. Harvard Business Review said that trust is the conduit for influence. It's the medium through which ideas travel. When a salesperson trusts their prospect, they can create a safe space for open conversation, enabling them to gather valuable information needed to craft an effective sales solution. Toward the end of the sales process, a high level of trust can impact a salesperson's ability to ask for a decision. Trusting reps are more confident in their client's ability to make an informed choice, making it easier for them to ask for a commitment. They understand that their role is not to force a decision, but rather to provide the necessary information and support to empower the client. This approach not only increases the likelihood of closing a sale, but also fosters long-term client relationships built on trust and respect. I remember having a bank president on the phone the day after I had presented a very large proposal for services. I remember him saying, "It's a lot of money." And to this day, I do not know why I said, "You just need to suck it up and do it." How crass, right? I had never used this type of language before or since, but I just felt comfortable in his reaction. And do you know what happened? He laughed. Yes, laughed and said, "I guess you're right," which led to one of my best client relationships and more business. While believing in others can play a vital role in various aspects of a salesperson's performance and their coaching, it is just one trait to consider when hiring outstanding reps. Our validation studies show that in some industries, it is more necessary than others. Yet with every hire you make, it's important to measure a person's level of skepticism, as it helps to know the person and understand how to adapt to them better as their coach and sales leader. Before we end our time together today, remember, there is a negative effect to guard against when having natural high levels of trust in others, and that's in people taking advantage of you. So remember to trust, but verify. Verify that the rep did what they said they would do. Verify or ask prospects if they are still prospects and the time frame within which they want to buy. Verify the budgets of your clients. Remember to trust, but verify. You might even trust some people, even your children, on some things until you have a need to verify what they say. That will depend upon the magnitude of what they are doing and the impact on you, on them, and on others. Next week, we will look at the 9th fundamental trait to understand when recruiting and coaching the very best sales reps, optimism. Until then, do your best every day for the benefit of others, your reps, your team, and your family, and continue to grow each and every day. You have what it takes.